Or what? Record. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Give me the screen. Hi, and it's episode 237. Again, Aussie Tech Heads coming to you on a Thursday night. This time, it's Thursday the 5th of May, 2011 even. Hello, and welcome. Hello to Eric and Will, my co-hosts. How are you, boys?
Evening, sir. How are we?
Not too bad. And I think Eric's there too somewhere.
I'm here. I'm just waiting for Will to chime in before I chimed in.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm good.
That's good.
Just took my shoes off, so I'm ready to go.
Oh, I'm glad we don't have smell-o-vision. And so, right, what's been going on this week? It's been back to work this week. That's right. Didn't like that at all. But anyway, these things happen. What else has been going on? Don't know. Not too much. But we're trialing live stream again. We've moved back to live stream from Ustream, but you can still find us at live.thesecrethub.com. So every week, live.thesecrethub.com, Thursday nights from 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock we replay Encore by Demand Tech Webcast with Brad and Jay. So look out for that. Go to techwebcast.info to grab the file for yourself, or go to iTunes or whatever, or watch the encore performance on live.thesecrethub.com every week from about 7 o'clock. And also you can contact Glenn, Will or Eric. Glenn or Will at aussietechheads.com.au, Eric at netchannel2.com.
That's the one.
Oh, good, I got it right. And good stuff. You can call in live to the show, Skype in, Aussie Tech Head. So just, I think I've set it up so as soon as you call, you come straight through to the show, you'll be muted and we'll bring you in. And if you've got something good to say, well, we'll have a chat to you. If you're going to blow us a raspberry, we'll blow one back and get rid of you. So, there you go.
We'll chat to you too, then we'll get rid of you.
Oh, that's right. We'll pay you out, and then we'll get rid of you. But don't forget, you can also send in your a video response, question, whatever, news item, whatever, video MP3. Send it in to us, email it, or put it up on YouTube so we can download it. Whatever you want to do, but let us know where it is, and we'll play it. Good stuff. All right. Welcome, Lounge. Well, I've got to welcome the lounge. They're in there. They're in the lounge, sitting down live. We can also have live listeners on audio only. If you want to listen to audio only, go to the webpage and find out how to use audio only on your device if you're driving a car. Okay, boys, let's go. Let's kick it off. Let's get some other screens going here, because I think everyone's sick of my face. Let's try this one for a minute. There they are. There are the boys. All right. What are we going to talk about first? Who wants to start? Anyone put their hand up? I will.
I've got a few stories, but you go ahead.
All right. Well, I think this week a couple of my stories have actually revolved around privacy this week, and stemming from obviously the Sony PlayStation, what would you call it? The debacle?
The hack.
Yeah, the hack debacle. But anyway, but we might as well we'll talk about the Sony PlayStation thing first, because I've got another couple of privacy stories there. In the meantime, there goes Will. You'll call back. Now, Sony in a letter has said that the hacker or hackers deleted any traces of their attack. So as you all know, unless you've been living under a rock, because it's been on the TV news and it's been everywhere, that someone has hacked into Sony. They've stolen all the Sony PlayStation and Curiosity online people's information, names, date of births, addresses, but Sony are coming out saying no, they have not got your credit card details. But they can't actually say that for sure, can they? But anyway, that's what they're saying. So it said the hackers or hackers deleted any traces of their attack, which is regarded as one of the biggest ever data breaches. In the course of its investigation, Sony said it discovered a file left on its servers called Anonymous. Could you imagine being a forensic data analyst or whatever, a recoverer or whatever, forensic crime analysis for computer crime. Like, they've discovered a file. Like, how many files would be on their system, and it's called Anonymous? Like, seriously. And we all know Anonymous. That's the name of the big group of hackers that want to hack into everything and bust everything up.
But it's not them that did it, is it? Or
Well,
they're just trying to
might be.
pin it on Anonymous.
Could be trying to pin it on them, yeah. So the contents of the file said, "We are Legion," which is the tagline of a loosely federated group of internet vigilantes dubbed Anonymous, Sony said. Sony said it had been defending itself from attacks that sought to disrupt its website at the time that intruders stole customers' personal information from its service. Now, Anonymous has previously said it would attack the company. Now, this is what I was interested in. Why is Sony getting hacked and bashed like this? But apparently Anonymous has previously come out and said that they would attack the company in retaliation for a lawsuit the company brought against a popular hacker and who goes by the name of Mr. George Hotz.
Yeah.
With
Do you
a
know
Z.
about this one, Glenn?
No, I don't. No.
Well, this is the guy that modded a PS3,
Oh, yeah, right.
the hardware.
Yeah.
And he was getting sued. I don't know the complete details. I know he was getting sued for modding the PS3, the machine itself. But they settled. They settled out of court, and there was no criminal charge laid, etc., etc., etc. So I don't know why these guys are now attacking Sony when, in the end, they dropped all the charges against this bloke.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they just didn't like the charges coming up anyway.
Possibly.
But maybe that, yeah, or
Maybe it was George Hotz that did it.
Well, you never know.
He'd be a prime subject, wouldn't? What's the motive?
Yeah.
Opportunity and what's the other one? There's three of them.
Motive, opportunity, and I don't know, something. I don't know.
There's a third
the
one.
Ability. I don't know. Maybe the ability to do it.
Something like that. Yeah. Something like that.
So but anyway, Sony asked whether it knew who had carried out the hack. Sony has responded with a single word: no. I don't suppose they wish to elaborate too much on those sort of things. Sony said it now understands how the breach occurred, but declined to offer details to lawmakers on concerns that hackers could use the information to attack other companies who have networks similar to Sony. But going on to that, and Sony in Australia, more than 1.5 million accounts of local Sony customers have been affected. According to the law, this is Australian law, an organisation must take responsible steps to destroy or permanently de-identify personal information if it is no longer needed for the reason it was collected. Now, apparently it's come out that Sony has got information back to 2007 from on these all these old databases.
Interesting.
Yeah, so despite repeated attempts to clarify the company's stance, Sony Australia refuses to confirm if it complies with the Privacy Act when handling customers' personal information. Instead, a spokeswoman said the company was confident that its practices are consistent with the requirements of the Australian Privacy Act 1988. So, but anyway, yeah, so yesterday it was revealed that Sony did not destroy it. So it has been revealed that Sony did not destroy a 2007 customer database that largely contained outdated information. Naughty. But I think it's like, they come out and say, oh, we're sorry, and please forgive us, and we're going to give you all this stuff, and please don't sue us, and we didn't do anything wrong. But I just I think it's interesting how they're the first ones to jump on the torrent bandwagon and want to sue every person in sight.
Yeah.
For downloading what was that, Jamie Thomas? What she inadvertently put 12 songs she downloaded in her share folder on LimeWire, and then all of a sudden she's got to pay $12 million.
Yeah, it's an expensive record.
It is. It's very expensive. But so have you got anything to add about Sony there, Eric?
No, I think the worst thing is how they handled it. It took them forever to actually make a comment, and when they did, it was in a blog. I think,
yes.
Well, who's reading your blog?
And apparently, also under the Australian law, which I can't speak about the other countries, but apparently under the Australian law, it's also law that these companies, if there is a breach of the security of people's confidential and private information, that it should be released and revealed straight away.
I think it's the same in most countries, yes.
Yes.
It was just badly handled. Sony have been really cagey about it. It's been out now for nearly 2 weeks, this PlayStation thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
so it's going to. The funny thing is, in Canada, Rogers is like their, I don't know, Vodafone or something. if you buy a crappy feature phone, $20, they give you a free PS3.
Yeah, right.
So they're really trying to get rid of these PS3s.
Yeah, so I was only thinking the other day, are they going to be bringing out a PS4 anytime soon, or like, do you reckon like, or is it this is the best that
Don't
they've
know.
got at the moment?
Well, the
and-
PS3's been around for 4 years now,
Hmm.
or more, longer, because I bought mine 4 years ago, but they were out well before that. They've probably been out a year before that, so 5 years, and they haven't really modified it. They've done firmware upgrades and whatnot, and made look and feels a little bit different. But tell you the truth, I don't even play it that much.
Yeah, I don't even have one, but I don't know. I don't know. Well, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I've got another privacy story here. But what we're going to do is early on into the show, I know we're going to have a quick break. We're going to try and get Wilbur back. I don't know what's happened to Wilbur, but we're going to try and get Wilbur back. So bear with us, and guys in the lounge, bear with us, and podcasters, well, you won't know the difference. Okay, let's see what Wilbur's doing.
He's restarting his router.
Yeah, but it should
Apparently.
have probably restarted by now. Hang on, Will.
Let me just check. He's not online.
Oh, can you?
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's online. He's online.
Here he comes. Hang on. How do I add?
Add.
Will. Add. Here he comes.
Oh, the big head's on the screen. You don't want that.
Well, while he's coming in, I'm just going to close my door because everyone's home. Hang on.
Okay. Hello, lounge lizards. What you doing? What up?
Hello. Is that any better?
Okay. Now we're just going to wait for Will to come through. Will, have we got audio?
I'm getting a
should
loop,
have.
mate.
Yeah, we've got audio. Eric, are you able just to turn your mic up a bit, please?
I'm getting a loop.
A loop of.
Up, did you say?
If you can.
Up. Yes, sure.
Okay.
How's that?
Oh, yeah, that's much better.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so we're just waiting for Will.
I'm still
My
getting a
video.
loop, mate. Every time someone talks, I get a loop.
Have you got everything muted?
Hello?
How's that?
Hello?
How's that? How's that?
Is that better?
It only happened. It only happened when Will signed back in.
But is it still doing it? Hello, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1.
Yep. Do you want me to sign out and you call me back?
I'll call you. Will looks like he's still having trouble with his video, so I'll call you both back. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, the technology, isn't it grand? Isn't it grand? The grand old technology. I'm just going to keep him hanging. Keep him hanging. Until I'm ready. Oh, all right, I'm ready. I'm going to put that over there, actually. See how we go. Oh. Oh. Doesn't like that, does it? Video call. Call group.
Hello.
Hello.
I can hear you. No
Good.
loop.
Good. Okay.
No loop.
Good. Now just waiting on video. There's Eric. Waiting on William.
Did you restart Ustream again?
Not me. I'm not doing Ustream tonight.
It probably restarted because I've reconnected.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
I didn't.
No big deal.
It really
It's on
did go
air,
out of my way.
What shirt are you wearing, Will?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm going to do
The hardware?
yours. I'm going to do yours
sure.
tomorrow. Eric, sorry. Eric.
What are you talking about? Oh, the shirt.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on here.
I can't see your camera, William.
It's okay. You know.
I can see Glenn's desktop. Hello, chat room.
I can see me.
I can see me twice now.
You're doing better than me. I can only see me once.
Now I'm split screen with Glenn.
Have you got my video?
No.
I've got your video on. What shirt are you wearing, Will?
Don't blame me. It's a hardware problem.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's what I can see on Ustream, just to make sure it's live.
Is that what's written on your shirt?
Yeah.
It's a hardware problem.
Yeah. Yeah, don't blame me. It's a hardware problem. So if I do that, then you'll know it's live.
All right. Well, how about we stop Ustream?
I can.
Or keep Ustream
Okay.
going and no camera, or stop Ustream and maybe camera.
Well, it's all using the same source, so it's all using VidBlaster. But I don't
How's your
know-
up speed at your end, William?
Not too bad actually.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, but
Mine's not. Mine's all right today.
All right. So we've got to try and sort this problem out because it's no good.
well, I'll stop Ustream. It's only because it's auto started, so that's stopped.
So so with my Skype, if I I'll ring you back, Will, and see if I can reconnect to your camera. Now, how do I do that?
Just add him again.
Yeah. So here he comes.
Walking down the street.
See, according to me, I'm sending video. My Skype's telling me that I'm sending video.
Well, if I hang up on Eric, let's try and get Will's video through first. I'll just hang up on you, Eric.
Yeah. Go Will first. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, so now I'll hang up. I'll hang up on you now again, Will, and bring you in first.
Well, give me a sec. I'll just restart Skype.
Okay. La 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 la. Hello. So what can we talk about? How about? Let's see if we can load something up here. Let's see how we go with YouTube. Do we want to do a YouTube? Do we want to do a YouTube? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. YouTube.com. How about what was pretty funny? What's something funny on YouTube? What's something funny on YouTube? Ha ha, ha ha. You say. Let's go. Let's try. Go part 12 excursion. No, I don't know. Is Will back? He's back. All right. Here we go. Let's call Will. Call group. Hang up on Eric. Call Will. Here comes Will. Have we got his audio? We got his audio? And there's his picture. And we'll call Eric. Have we got Will's audio? Will.
Okie dokie.
All right. Both audio. 2 audios. Now let's try for Eric's video.
I'll get you okay, I'll send it through right. Send Will's through first.
Yep, he's on.
I can't see either of you.
No. Should be able to.
I'm seeing Will now. You're Glenneth Goodtrow, still not getting it.
Well, what are you looking at?
Oh, there we go. What are you looking at?
You can't see Will if you're not.
No,
looked
I
up
can
to
see
my-
Will and Glenn now. Now I'm sending my video through.
You can't. I'm not sending Will's through to you.
Well, I'm getting something. What is that, the screen?
You
Is
must
that a
be.
screen grab?
You must be watching the stream.
I can't hear him, though.
Will.
He's muted himself.
Oh God.
Muted.
Panda. No, I've never seen that. William.
Oh, good God. You want me to do it from this end because I've got the 3-way video call thingy.
But it can't be. It must be Will's end though, because me and you are okay.
Yes. I can't see.
Hey, oh, I can see. I'll show you. Hang on.
Good God.
Where? Oh, hang on. Ooh, get off that. So he might have to ring Will back.
Yes.
I'll
You
ring.
want me to ring him, then I'll ring you. Try it from my end. Yes?
Hang on. But it shouldn't have to be like that.
Oh, I know that. But
No, we'll try. I'll just
try.
ring Will back one more. I'll just ring him back.
Okay. I'll hang up.
No, stay there.
No, hang up? Okay.
Mm. All right. What we might do, let's have a.
I just got a message from Will. Hang on.
yes.
But you hung up.
No, he wants me to hang on.
Hang on to what?
Well, use your imagination.
Oh, good God. Shouldn't be this hard. Shouldn't be.
It's hard, but it shouldn't be this hard.
Skype's playing up.
Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hmm. Oh.
What is that?
It's a YouTube video.
Oh, right. So I'm not getting your camera at all. You just put up a screen grab of Will? Is that what you're doing?
No, it's the
No, on Skype, I mean. I can't see the YouTube video on Skype. That's
Oh.
all right?
yeah. Oh, hang on, I think.
Amazing Grace, what are you doing?
Hello.
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 All right.
Guess what Skype did?
What?
It decided I didn't have a sound card anymore, so it was going to use IP port something.
It's just hardware, Will.
It's not bloody hard. Because I have the same problem with Skype on every computer.
Okay, all your computers needed thrown out.
It's just Skype, especially Skype 5.
All right. We look like we're good.
Yeah, I've got 2 wheels.
We're good.
I can see.
Don't
I can
touch
see it.
anything.
Right, there you go. Not touching a thing. Now I've lost you.
You can't have.
Every time you switched from screen grab, now I've got you.
All right.
There you go.
All right. What we might do... Yeah, I'm just going to... Oh, I should have stopped the stupid video record.
Oh, well.
No, well. All right. Okay. Lounge, we're going to sort it for next week, all right? Sorry, but we're going to sort it. Okay. Here we go.
Right, we're up to
Yep.
PS3.
Now, just...
don't know how far we went with that.
No, but welcome back anyway. But welcome back, everyone, and we're going to move on. We've got Will back. We found him. He's come through the pipes and he's back up. He's back online. So we just did the PS3 story, Will, the Sony PlayStation, and we just went through the privacy issues that they're facing, especially in Australia, and probably the rest of the world. Did you have anything to add to Sony this week? Or you right?
It's amazing just the little snippets of information you pick up here and there about it. You know, like first of all, Anon or Anonymous has denied that they had anything to do with it, and then they find that strange file with someone else's code, as you said. So it all seems a little bit sus. It's there's something definitely that we're not being told.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, well, it's obviously hit them pretty hard, and they're very, well, it's a big thing, isn't it? Like, you don't want that sort of bad PR following you around the traps, especially if you're a global company. But my second story about privacy was, now get this one. This is a bit closer to home, and I just pulled this one out because I just thought this is. I don't know. To me, like, you know, I always sort of follow the saying that if you've got nothing to hide, well, it doesn't matter what people really know, you know, within reason. Mm-hmm. But cab conversations are going to be recorded, or possibly will be recorded.
In Queensland?
Yes. Yeah. All conversations held in Queensland taxis would be recorded under proposed state government changes. Transport Minister Anastasia Palaszczuk emphasised...
Sounds like she's from communist Russia. Yeah. They record everything.
That's right. That's right. That she's probably got the little... She carries the little mini recorder around wherever she goes. But anyway, good old Anastasia, she's emphasised that the idea is only a proposal, but what a crazy thing. Is this just something to take the focus off the government or what?
Ask yourself, what's coming up that they might want to hide and divert from? So they'll start feeding this story in, garner a little bit of heat out of it. It'll hit its crescendo, and then everyone will go nuts. And then they'll introduce something in Parliament sneakily at midnight on a Friday.
Yeah, that's right. So she went on to say, if people think that this is a good idea, then we go in the full consultation. That would mean I would be meeting with the Privacy Commissioner, I'd be meeting with the taxi industry, I'd be consulting members of the public, and blah, 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 blah. She was on the ABC spoken about it. But geez, like, she got nothing better to do. Like, is there nothing better to do than even propose something so silly? Like, I would be against that. Like, fair enough, do the video. Fair enough. You know, because you want people that bash the cabbies to be caught and stuff, but
sure.
And stuffed even, but to record the voices, like I was in a taxi last night and I just thought about what I was talking about, and I thought, well, I don't really want to that to be.
You don't really want your wife to hear that stuff, do you, Glenn?
No, what goes on in the cab stays in the cab, you know.
Right, like baby.
That's right.
It's not so much that what they do, at least. What they do in a lot of instances is they record them on a loop, on, let's say, a 1 hour loop. So if no incidents occur within that hour, it starts overriding the previous hour.
Right.
Which basically what that means is that if nothing happens all night, you know, the footage doesn't really exist. What it does, it's actually, I quite like the idea because it puts context to the bashing. And it'll make some of the cabbies behave themselves too, because it's not always just the patrons.
Yeah, look.
That is true.
That is true. Look, it's one of the things that I would be against. I think I don't mind the video, but like if you were someone of prominence, you know, and yet you had a few drinks and obviously you're having a bit of a giggle and a whatever in the back seat or whatever, but and like, you know, sometimes and someone at the control center goes, oh look, there's such and such. Oh, let's just keep that and let's just feed that to the media. You know,
it's not monitored like that. It's like the CCTV systems in pubs and clubs. A lot of it actually does record audio to either clear or you know, accuse the bouncer. But the only time it's accessed is when there's an incident. And even then, a lot of the time, it's only the software actually looks for keywords.
But why is there a need to record the audio?
Because it puts everything into context.
Well, so you see someone getting smashed, like that.
I'll give you an example. Okay, bouncers basically in a nightclub basically can say anything they want with a smile on their face, because the camera can't pick up what's been said. So, say a bouncer's having a go at this patron all night, they're just niggling all night, and all of a sudden this patron takes a swing at the bouncer. You know, it's not the patron's fault, it's the bouncer's fault. And with audio there to back him up, he can say, well, look what happened all night. And it's the same thing in a taxi. If the taxi driver's taking you around the block, you know, 14 times, then you're going to want to get out and run, aren't you? Even if you don't bash him up.
Yeah, but yeah, we're not going to bash him, but you get out and do a runner. But so what? Like, so what are you going to say? Hey, man, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a bit silly. But apparently, it's already in a couple of states. But,
yeah, I mean, there's a lot more being recorded than we know about. I can guarantee you that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're probably right. Like I've got no problems with the bouncer recording and all that sort of stuff. But I just thought just doing a in a car, it's a little bit. Maybe it's because I'm not going to bash anyone. Maybe I'm a nice person. But anyway, let's move on. And now I know Eric was tweeting this today. I think it was today. Was it? No, it was today, wasn't it, Eric? About Westpac.
Oh, Westpac. Who's got Westpac accounts? Hands up.
Nah, not me.
Okay, you can't. Will you? No. Well, I have.
I don't do it.
And what was going on with Westpac?
Well, the whole system just crashed. So they were making a bit of a joke in the paper today. So yesterday, one day after reporting record profits of almost $4 billion, IT systems at Westpac have gone into meltdown. Now, that was from 6 in the morning till about 1 in the afternoon. You could not get online banking. ATMs wouldn't work. You name it. So they're back up now, and they blamed it on an air conditioning failure. Yeah, I don't know. You know, air conditioning, really?
Well,
guys.
So what are they saying? So the air conditioner broke, so the computers they had to shut the computers down. But apparently it was
well, normally if you know in these massive data centers without air conditioning, they just they shut them. They overheat. They shut down automatically. But where is the redundant systems? The fail safe. You know, just switch over.
But apparently, yeah, so apparently, like customers all across the country could not withdraw cash, transfer funds, or use the ATM or FPOS systems. So everything had gone down. Also affected St George Bank customers because that's Westpac's the clearing bank for the St George Bank. Now this IBRS analyst, John Betton, has warned consumers. I like how these people they warn. They don't just say anymore. People don't just speak normal, do they? They warn. He has warned consumers.
I'm warning you.
He has warned consumers to brace themselves for up to 15 years of disruption as banks are ditching their old legacy systems and upgrading to new platforms. So it's going to take 15 years.
Well, that begs the question, how old are these legacy systems and why? Begs three questions. How old are these legacy systems? Why are they replacing them now after 40 years? And why didn't they replace them 10 years ago to minimise the disruption? Why aren't they constantly upgrading or looking at these systems? They're making all this... This is the big stink. They're making all this money, but they're all lining their own pockets with it. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I've got no problem about a successful CEO getting paid a bunch of money, and any executive that's worth their salt getting paid millions. I don't care about any of that. Doesn't worry me. you know, if they're making money, good for me. I buy shares in Westpac, so that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But, you know, they've got to start realizing that they just can't run on a freaking shoestring.
I think it's deeper that like the whole thing when they talking about legacy systems and stuff is like I used to work for the NAB, and I came in and I learnt the system, and even to this day, this is like a 20. When did I leave? It was 10. Oh, my 10. Was it 10, 15 years ago I left, and you can still go in today, and they're still using basically the same system. You know, to do
that's right.
to do transactions. There might be a few little web apps here and there that, you know, present data in a different way, but the core, you know, withdraw from an account, deposit to an account, that's essentially the same. And
They're all DOS based. You go to any bank, they're all DOS based systems.
Well,
Westpac is.
Yeah, well, it's not DOS. It's actually like COBOL, I think it is.
Yeah, it's COBOL or some other, you know, C++ or something like, you know, running on an IBM 430.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget too that that's all it needs to be for a lot of that sort of stuff, because they're all dumb terminals, and there's a need to minimize, especially with the broadband we have in this country, there's a need to minimize the amount of data that you have to transmit. So by keeping it simple, that's actually theoretically a good thing.
But I think
as far as data packets go, but these guys have got direct pipes. They're not using standard ADSL connections like we are. They've got pipes like Apple's got direct pipes to the backbone. There's no excuse for it.
But they pay for it. So don't forget, they're paying.
Yeah, that's right. I know. Yeah, I know they pay for it, but they're earning $4 billion a quarter.
The CEO taking $3 billion of that.
Yeah, but I think you'll find like the problem is that the key word there is at the legacy system, and because it's a legacy system because it was programmed probably back in even early 80s, right?
Early 80s, late 70s, this stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
and
on the WAS terminals originally.
Yeah, and it's a legacy system because it's old, and what is happening is no one who goes to university to learn COBOL, who goes to university to learn Fortran. You know, these languages are defunct. They're finished. And to get someone to, like, every time they do an interest rate rise or a different product comes out, someone's got to sit down and recode, you know, or code another section of code to fit nicely into the existing COBOL Fortran code to make it all work. And these
that's
people,
very inefficient.
Well, that's probably
very
why,
inefficient.
and that's probably why they're trying to develop onto a new platform. So to bring it up to speed with today's technology, today's coding practices, and today's coding languages. That's how I reckon, anyway.
And not only that, once they do it, they've got to make sure they keep abreast of what's going on.
Yeah.
And not have legacy systems in another 30 years.
But then look at Windows. It's still got 16-bit code in it to make it work.
Mm.
You know,
But that's Windows. You know, he stole that anyway. So
that's right. But anyway, that's the bank problem. I'm just glad it's not my bank anymore.
Oh God! No, I've got my main accounts with them. Not my personal accounts, my company accounts with them. And
yeah, well, if you can't access it, it gets a bit.
If I can't pay my bills, I'll just tell the tax office, "Sorry, buddy, you're not getting your bass today."
Yeah. Oh, guess what? Guess what? My iPad is arrived.
Did you get it though?
No, I haven't got it, but it's going to come tomorrow.
Well, then it hasn't arrived.
It has. It got all the way to my front door, but it left again.
Well, then, unless you can hold it up to camera, mate. It hasn't arrived. It's still in the country. Hasn't left the courier yet.
No,
which
but
is a real shame.
But Will put me straight today because I was blowing about it's at Southport, right? And I'm at Robina on the Gold Coast. It's probably
That's not far.
It's 20k away, right?
Oh, is it 20 kilometres? Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, maybe about 20k. So anyway, I'm thinking, well, it was 10 in the morning. But you know, I think I got the note at midnight last night. I come in, I said I want it redelivered, but I had to have asked for the redelivery the next day before 12 o'clock midday on that day. So unless I asked for the redelivery the next day before 12, I wouldn't get it. I'd have to wait 2 days essentially.
Or you can go and pick it up yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I thought, like every other company that I deal with, I can get stuff from Brisbane to here. It leaves Brisbane in the morning, arrives here in the afternoon. But with these guys, no. And look, this is the only thing that has annoyed me in the whole process of buying an Apple product. It's the only thing that's annoyed me, and as well as because then I ring him up and say, okay, we'll deliver it tomorrow. I said, what time will it be here? Morning, afternoon, or evening? They can't tell you. Somewhere between 9 and 5.
Oh yeah,
And-
'cause we got time to just muck around with that.
Yeah, and I'm thinking this thing has taken over a month to get here, right, from my order. So, and even on the Apple website, it says put your phone number on there and in your address, and then that they'll ring you of the morning that they're going to deliver it. And make
Right.
sure. But they didn't ring, and I said to the lady, I put my phone number on as requested, and she goes, "No, we don't do that. The driver's got their own personal phone. They're not going to ring you." And I thought, that is the only thing that has tarnished my Apple experience.
I reckon you just got a bad driver, mate. Because I've had very good experiences with Apple in the past getting deliveries. If I miss
I'm not
one,
blaming Apple. I'm not there. Don't get me wrong.
no,
I'm not-
it's not Apple. You wouldn't. Not. It's not even the freight company. It's just that one driver who's a complete nuff.
Yeah, because I would have thought he would have. But like, if they had made one simple call, it would have saved them time. He's got to do it twice. You know what I mean? So
Mate, there's a
what?
good. Yeah, that's the common sense, smart thing. But remember, he's a driver for a reason.
And I know you can't probably ring everyone, but like if someone puts their phone up, I don't know. They maybe they could look at streamlining, but I know they won't because it's But anyway, that's how it is. But Will put me straight because he said TNT is a what'd you say, Will? A freight company, and all my other ones I was doing from Brisbane to here were couriers. So I don't know what the actual difference is, but anyway, freight courier.
Well, couriers are designed to do same day, door to door. Freight are designed to move from one warehouse to another, where the couriers then take it away. It's actually dearer to use somewhere like TNT to do a door to door than to use a Couriers Please for local stuff because they charge extra to do that.
Yeah, well, but why couldn't they? But why are they only doing one delivery a day? Once
Well,
they,
they only become your area once a day.
but a courier will come 3 times.
Yeah, you normally get a 10 o'clock at lunchtime and a 12. A 2.
I think the couriers, they're given 50 packets a day, and they've got to go back to the depot with no packet, no parcels in their van. So if
Yeah.
they miss
No.
you the first time around, they'll come around the last time around, before they go
that
back.
works.
That's
The way
what
the
couriers, I mean.
No, the way the couriers work is they'll have a pickup zone. Let's say you're going from Brisbane to Ipswich. So what'll happen is a van will load up in Brisbane. It'll do a run. So let's say it does a run down over the Story Bridge, down Annerley Road, jumps on the Ipswich motorway, and gets to Darra. And then what it'll do is it'll meet another courier at Darra, and they'll unload everything that's got to go from that point to Ipswich. And the next courier will take it down, and the other courier will give them back the stuff that's going from Darra back to Brisbane. So that's why they do the pick-up and drop-offs in a sequential run, and they'll change. Sometimes your parcel will change 2 or 3 times.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's why there's 3 runs.
But even I just would have thought if I rang up first thing this morning, but they couldn't deliver it on any of the... They must only do one run, that's what I'm saying. They must only do one run a day. But it doesn't matter.
Freight will.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's going to come tomorrow.
So when are you getting it? When are you getting it?
Somewhere between 9 and 5 tomorrow.
Well, let's
You,
not tell.
you know where you are. Can you hear the doorbell from where you are?
Yeah, I can see people walk up the
Because
thing.
so many times I'm expecting something, and I'll make sure I can hear the doorbell, and I'm not closing any doors or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you'll go out and there's nothing, and then you'll go out into the letterbox and say, I tried to reach you today, and no one was home. You think, bullshit, you just couldn't be rooted. You just slipped the thing in the letterbox and
Yep.
racked off.
I had an argument with one person one day because they said it was an overnight delivery and it didn't come. I stayed home all day,
Oh, it's the
I stayed
worst.
all day. I sat in a special chair all day. I had my tongue on the window.
Oh,
You know,
God.
the cool part about fine print in an overnight delivery or a next day delivery, that means they pick it up from you one day and it gets to the depot near you the next day. It doesn't mean it gets to your place. It means it gets to the depot.
But what had happened was I rang up and I said, well, this is no good. I want it now. I want it right now. And he goes, and they said, well,
I'm sorry, I can't help you with that.
they rang the driver and the driver said, listen, the driver said, I went to your house, no one was home. And I just went, I just wasn't very happy camper because I was home all day. And I was at home all day sitting in the front room all day because I really wanted
Yeah.
I needed
That's
this
what I mean.
laptop for a presentation on the next day. I needed it. And I know I left, you might say I left my run too late. I should have bought it, blah, blah, blah. But in any case, that's what overnight. Anyway, that's how it works.
Beside the point, if you didn't have a presentation, you still would have wanted it on that day.
Yeah, but anyway, but
Because you
that's
stayed home for it, right?
well, that's right. Like, so now, as far as they know, like it wasn't supposed to be delivered till today, right? So the website, the tracking site, and everything said the 5th, but it came the 4th. So now, so I've organised to have today off to get it. But now it's not going to come till tomorrow. So as far as they know, I've got to have 2 days off just to wait for this stupid thing. But anyway, let's get off that subject. It's I need a Valium. Telstra, I got a Telstra story.
Go.
Now,
Go.
Discounts extend Telstra's market share lead. Now we all know. Look, I went to a function last night up in Brisbane at the Story Bridge. Bang. Smack in the middle of Brisbane, and just as it was, as fate may have it, that the 4 people at the table, and each person had a phone with a different network. 3 Optus and Telstra. So obviously we're all doing speed tests, and Telstra did win, hands down, no doubt about it. And so this in the centre of Brizzy. So Telstra's still strongest, even in the capitals. But Chief Executive David Toody told investors at a conference yesterday that the telco had gained 364,000 new mobile customers in the quarter ended March.
They're all from Vodafone.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Yep,
yeah.
me.
Yeah, well, they Vodafone's doing some other things as well, but but more than so they signed up. Yeah, so they've all signed up for these postpaid plans, which Telstra loves. He considered that the telecommunications giant lost 39,000 prepaid mobile customers, but he's putting that down to Christmas, saying there, everyone buys once at Christmas, say Merry Christmas, Mum, and then just chucks them in the jaw. And he also said there were probably customers who bought blah, blah, blah. Aggressive strategy and discounting of mobile phone plans has helped cement Telstra's market share leading position. With new customers, in the past 9 months, 1.3 million.
Very good.
So Will, how's your phone going?
Well,
Oh, no. Only good news here. Only good news.
as you know, I left 3 because they were useless.
Yep.
I wouldn't answer their phone. So I've had Telstra phone, 2 months, 2 and a bit months. They finally, I hadn't got any bills, I hadn't got any emails, I hadn't got anything. Okay, fine. So I rang them up today, and after speaking to somebody, a lovely lady, she did her job as well as she could. Unfortunately, she couldn't do anything because she wasn't in the right department.
As well as she could. She was a zoologist.
She transferred me to billing, who said, we can't help you with your bill. We'll have to transfer you to another department, and then hung up on me. So then I rang customer service back again, and I said, right, here's the deal. I just got hung up on. I'm not very impressed. She goes, oh, yeah, billing does that.
Yeah. And who was it?
They don't hang up when you're paying them, though.
No.
They only hang up when you want something from them.
And who's this with now, Will?
Telstra.
Oh, right. And
so anyway, she said, yep, no worries, I'll sort that out. So she rung billing directly and sorted the issue that I was having there. And she said, all right, what else can I help you with? I said, well, for the 5th time, I'd like to change my address to the correct address. So I gave them my right address this time, so I might actually get my bills. And then I said, well, can you reset my online account? Because it hasn't worked since the day I got it. So I can't access bills or pay bills or anything or check my usage on there. She said, no, she couldn't do that. So she gave me a number for another department to transfer to.
Yeah, right.
It's just, you get
the
not
runaround.
better than anyone else.
Yeah. Oh, look. I'm not saying that the customer service is any better than anyone else, but obviously their coverage and stuff is their mobile coverage is you'd be happy with the coverage, wouldn't you?
The coverage is brilliant. The only issue I have, and according to Telstra, it's not a problem. It doesn't ever happen. Is if I'm listening to a live stream, a live audio, whether it be Twit or whether it be just an online radio or whatever is live, after probably 5 minutes, it drops the coverage.
Oh, that's interesting. That might be your phone though.
No, well, I've tried my SIM card in a couple of different phones, and it's still done it.
Oh, okay.
And if I download a podcast, for example, like if I get probably every 5 minutes, like say I don't download the podcast, but I listen to the podcast live off the site. So with the Listen app, I haven't actually got to download it. I can just click and it'll start playing, like pre-buffer and play the MP3, which is fine. About every 5 minutes, it says there's an error with your podcast reconnecting. So it's like Telstra won't let you continually connect.
Are you putting the SIM card in different Android phones?
Well,
Are they Android phones you're putting into? Because when I had the...
Yeah.
No, go on.
I had a Nokia. I did it with a Nokia N95 as well.
Right. Because I know when I had the Nexus S, it did the same thing. But with the iPhone, I can stream for 2 hours, no dropouts. So I don't know whether it's the phone or it's the local Telstra network up where you are.
I never had a problem with it with 3. That's one thing I have to commend them on. When I could get signal, their data was fantastic, and I could stream all day with the same phone. So
Right.
I'm not sure what it is, but it's really, really annoying. And according to Telstra, it doesn't happen. There's no proof of that. You can't prove that. And we can't help you with that problem anyway because the problem doesn't exist.
Well, that's I think
Sounds like Vodafone.
And they're bartering their data, which is really annoying. That's bugging me no end, given the fact that wasn't in the contract anyway.
Just get an iPhone, mate.
borrow.
Why?
No,
Then I'd be like you.
that's right. There's nothing wrong with that.
But talking about Vodafone, as we
Yes, go on. I've got that story in front of me as well.
Oh yeah, so the chief executive Nigel Dews, and if you click on the show notes and have a click on this actual story.
This guy used to be a big exec at Fairfax Digital.
Well, I'll tell you something for free. That if he's not sitting on something big in that photo, I'll be damned. Look at
He
this.
seems very happy.
He is extremely happy. Go to the show notes, click on the story, and have a look at the photo that comes up. He's very happy. But anyway, he's told the shareholders that he's pleased to announce that they've signed an agreement with the NBN Co. to participate in the first residential fixed line trial of the National Broadband Network, which will take place in Armidale, which is in northern New South Wales, if you didn't know. In the coming months. He said the post-paid mobile customer base has remained stable in the quarter ended March. So whereas Telstra grew, 300,000, nearly 400,000, whatever, Vodafone's remained stable. So
Well, if you keep reading, I think in another report, he says they lost about 90,000 a quarter. And Telstra gained 300,000 for the quarter.
Yeah.
No, 90,000 a month.
yeah,
So that's nearly 300,000 for the quarter. So I'd say most of them went to Telstra.
probably. Total investment in the mobile network, their total investment, Vodafone total investment in the mobile network is expected to reach $1 billion by the end of the year. So I don't know if that's going to improve things or not. You'd think so, $1 billion. But
You'd hope so.
But look, I'm not a big mobile phone guru. I don't really understand it. But doesn't Telstra operate on a different frequency or something? So therefore, it is. Yeah, it's actually a different system than the rest of them.
No, it's not a different system. It's just a different frequency.
Does that make it better?
The lower the frequency, the more robust the signal. So Telstra's on the lowest, which is 850, and Optus operate on 2100 in the country and 900 in the city. And so I think the same with Vodafone. I'm not sure, but I think the same with Vodafone. But 850 apparently is the I think, and they paid a lot for that spectrum, and this is why their service is fantastic. You can go in a car park with Telstra and get a signal, but you go in one level down with any of the others and nothing.
So what is each carrier? Are they operating on a different frequency?
Yes.
Well, not really. They can combine frequencies depending on who because most of the carriers, there's only the 3 major carriers. There's only, what was Vodafone, they were one, Optus and Telstra, and everybody else just piggybacked off those towers. But most of the phones support the different networks so that when you're roaming, you can still get signal. That's why, like, for example, 3 used to have a deal with Optus, so when you weren't in a 3 network, you'd fall back onto the Optus network.
Yeah, because look, I'll tell you a secret. In 2 years, when my contract runs out, I'll have an iPhone. But I know Will won't.
You'll have the iPhone 6 by then.
Will doesn't. Will won't like that.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not an Apple hater. I'm not an iPhone hater. I just, for my purposes, the Android phone suits me better than an iPhone.
Yeah. Well,
And
look,
that's all that, you know.
yeah. Look, I went to Brisbane last night, as I said, and like it just seems to me that every time I rely on my phone, it lets me down. You know, and like I'm talking like last night was battery life. Like I was at work all day, went to the station, got the train to Brisbane, and like I jumped on the train and I had 35% left, and I thought, okay, that's probably enough. I'll just listen to a podcast up and back. You know, that's no sweat. An hour later, the battery's down to like 10%, and I just thought I got to turn this off just in case I need to make a call or something. You know, so I just turned it off. And it just let me down. It let me down. I'm not saying, look, I don't know how long the iPhone battery lasts or anything like that, but I don't know. Maybe I've got the wrong. But anyway, doesn't matter.
No, and Android phones are notorious for their batteries sucking.
Well, it depends on how you've got them set up. The more things you have enabled, the more power they'll use, yes. But the one thing that I wish they'd bring to Android, and they have on iPhone, is that Mophie pack, that battery backup pack. That's like a case. It's just slightly thicker and slides onto the back of the phone, and it's a whole nother battery. I mean, you can get long life batteries and extended batteries for the Android phone, but that Mophie pack is brilliant.
Yeah, I do have another battery.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't made that for the Android phone, actually. It's bizarre.
Well, now they can, but previously the problem was there was no standardized power plugs. So you'd have to get 14 different connectors. But now there's actually, well, as of a few months ago, there's actually a mandate in place to state that all devices must have I think they're using micro USB plugs now.
All right. Yep.
That's now the standard.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I do have another battery, but geez, I didn't think I'd use a whole battery in like 12 hours. And like, I did turn Wi-Fi off. I did turn GPS off, but still lost it. So I don't know where I lost it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sorry?
I was going to say, if you're streaming off the net with an iPhone, you're still going to chew the battery out. It's it's not going to make any difference.
But I wasn't streaming. I had them downloaded.
Yeah.
But look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to reset everything and go again. All right. What else we got? Let's move off phones. For goodness sake, let's move on to something entertaining.
Just a couple of quick stories. They go into a whole lot of detail, but it's not the point. One is in South Korea, kids are being banned from playing online video games later than midnight after lawmakers passed a new curfew law. Anyone under the age of 16 playing at early hours was worried. The people were worried that anyone under the age of 16 playing at the early hours of the morning was worried about growing levels of addiction to gaming among youngsters. And it carries on to say how they've got the youth protection bill and blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the article, they say, what do you think of the ban? Should Australia consider a similar law? No.
I think it's just too hard to police. But then again, I think at some stage the parents have to be the ones responsible for their own kids. So
again, it comes back to taking responsibility away from the parents because they can't do it.
But that's not how it should be.
I agree. It's not how it should be. You can't legislate against stupidity.
No.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
And when I was doing my security course, the head instructor was actually an ex-Special Forces. Oh, sorry. What do they call the undercover police? Anyway, one of them. And
police.
Yeah, no, that's a special name when they're like high up. But he was saying that they actually have basically a rule book full of the stupid people's law is basically how it's worded in the rule book. And these rules and laws to protect people from themselves.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's right.
Yeah.
I've said 1,000 times, you need a license from council to have a dog, but any moron can have a child.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. And now, I just heard today that the government wants to make teenage mothers if go back to study.
Go to netchannel2.com. I've posted an article up there. I didn't write it, but it's a very good article by a woman called Eva Cox, who I know. She wrote a brilliant article and really hooked into them for that. And if the chat room or the lounge wants to go to netchannel2.com and have a look at that article, it is very, very relevant, and you'll either agree or disagree, and that's fine, but it's good reading either way.
All right, yeah. So look, I don't know. I just think, but even at 6 months, who's got the right to tell any mother a 6-month-old to leave your 6-month-old baby?
That's pretty much what she was saying.
Put it in childcare. A 6-month-old baby, get rid of it in childcare where it just sits in this little bed all day looking at the ceiling.
Yeah, like, no bonding, no nothing.
No, I think that's disgraceful.
What they have in the States, I don't know if they have them here or not, but in the States they've got the mother, basically the parenting schools where they're basically a normal school, but they work around the routine of having a kid. Which, I mean, okay, that's saying that it's good to have a kid at the age of 12, but on the other side of the coin, yes, it's going to happen. No, there's nothing we can do about it, so let's keep them educated at least.
Yeah, once again, it comes down to choice. Like, okay, put the choice out there. If the mum does want to go back to study at 6 months, yes, here you go. Yeah. Here's the pathway to do it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah, you got to help them achieve those goals.
Yeah,
and that those goals being balance.
Yeah,
and
the people they're targeting,
or career or whatever, but not just say, right, you're out in the street. Yeah, because like the article said, they summed up in the article and basically said, so what's the answer for these young mums who are already in a tough situation? And don't get me wrong, I'm not into giving people a doll for sitting at home doing nothing, but that's not the point. The point, and she's saying, so what they end up doing is hooking up with the wrong bloke just to get a bed and a roof over their head. And what happens with that? And suddenly there's bashings and domestic violence, and these poor girls, and that's all they are. They're girls, a lot of them, all women, are made to make these tough choices. It's either I'm out on the street with a young child, or I hook up with this idiot, who I know is not good for me. But what else can I do?
Yeah,
read the article. I posted it up on the chat room there. You just click on that link, and it is very thought provoking, and it upset me a lot. When I read it, and I thought, Jesus, this is what happens, and I hate to say this is what happens when a woman is in power who doesn't have children.
And if she
was a woman in power with children, she'd be singing a different tune.
And Eric, I can feel your pain, and I know how you can relieve it.
How's that, mate?
13-13-62 tomorrow morning, 9:00.
Hello, who's on the phone?
Lawsy! Ring him up. You need to talk to him.
But it is shocking, and I'm not saying I'm against women prime ministers. I'm not. Yeah. It's got nothing to do with the sex. It's the fact is that she has or it seems like, I can't accuse her of this, but it seems like she has no maternal instincts whatsoever.
But that's what that's what her advisor should be doing as well.
Advisors are all nuffs anyway.
Let's move. Anyone got any more tech stories? That'd be good.
Another quick one.
This week in politics.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry, Will.
I was going to say another quick one, just given that other one was so quick. I know you're talking about the PSN network or the PSN network before. Just a quick add to that. What happens as networks go down? People like to give incentives to offer customers, to come back and say we're sorry. And that happened to Netflix in the States a couple of months ago. Their service slowed by 10 or 15% for a day and inconvenienced some of their customers. So they gave their entire customer base free access for a month, right?
Yep.
So let's assume the entire PSN network's gone down. Basically, half the Sony network's gone down. So and it's been, a month? It'll probably be 6 weeks before it's back up properly. So they're going to give you free 30 days. Given the fact that you've paid for a month already where you haven't had a service and probably half of the next month.
Oh, they'd have to extend that. That wouldn't be... Well, I think they're in damage control. I don't think they're out to do that.
Welcome back millions of users of its hacked PlayStation network with an unprecedented giveaway of free downloads and access to music and games. So you can have 30 days free.
What should be the reward for putting up with it, in your eyes? Will, what should they be doing?
The
What would you
reward
like?
should be in direct relationship to the problem. I mean, the other statement Sony made was we're more than happy to pay for your replacement credit card, which, okay.
They can pay the bill on my credit card. That'd be better.
No, it's the credit card itself, as if, they have to pay for the plastic or something.
I think, for mine, I think it should be more than 30 days. I think 30 days is come and gone in a flash. I think something maybe 3 months.
Maybe for every 1 month it's down, you get 3 months free, something like that.
Yeah, like they got enough.
The fact that at the moment it's less than 1 for 1, because they're going to be down for at least 90 days or 60 days, 40 to 60 days, and they're only giving you 30. So at the moment, you're paying them to be down.
But surely that's not what's going on. Surely they've got to say you're going to get 30 days free, but while we're down, your account's suspended. Surely.
No, at least my mate still being charged. He got charged last night for his subscription.
Yeah, right. Well, that's something they're going to have to look at.
When did they bring it in? Maybe they attach it at the end of they extend, because sometimes Apple did this when they had Mobile Me came out, and it first came out probably 3 or 4 years ago now, that they had a lot of teething problems with it, and they gave everyone 3 months free. But rather than not charge you for the next 3 months, what they did is extend your subscription by 3 months. Right, so a 12-month subscription became a 15-month subscription. So you're still getting 3 months free, but it's at the back end.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know.
Yeah. I think a month, okay, you're going to obviously take it, but maybe, look, I'd be wanting something more.
It really is pathetic, given the fact that they've paid you to not be able to use this, or you've paid them to not be able to use the service, So.
Yeah. All right, any other little quick ones we've got before we head off?
No. Any NBN stories anyone want to talk about?
No, we just had that.
No? Okay. Click.
A quick one about how social media is everywhere, even if we don't know it. Just as we know, a certain person became no longer living during the week. And
Who would that be?
the first person. I'm not going to say it because I'll say the wrong name again like I did earlier today.
That's why I wanted you to say it.
Did you? I was watching the on Foxtel, the Fox News channel. And I had to look twice and question myself for a second. But in big, how they have the big big white writing against the big red background, and it had USAMA is dead. Usama. USA.
Yeah, that's your Arabic spelling of it.
Oh, is it? I thought someone either had misspelled it or they're having a play on USA.
No. That's the Arabic spelling.
Oh, so there you go. That shows my ignorance straight up.
Oh no, not that one. Did you see the one getting around with the screen grab that's got Obama bin Laden?
Oh yeah,
Obama bin Laden. Oh, that's a bit rough.
Yeah, people keep saying Obama instead of Osama. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the big headline up. But anyways, like the first place I found out about it was Twitter, and I basically found out it simultaneously on Twitter, and I was sort of reading that. I walked inside, and then as I got inside, that was on Channel 7. But there was all sorts of really quickly sprung up media. Yeah, there was a live White House feed direct to the net. There was the Facebook page went up, the Twitter account. There was an official hashtag. But the one that got me was this poor, really virtual. He's basically an IT guru of some description, and he lives. He's a computer programmer, and he lives in
Ubadabad.
That's it. The Pakistani town.
What is it? And what's the name of the place, mate?
Isn't it Ubadabad or something?
Who's your dad? Dad? What?
Who's your dad?
Who's your dad?
Yeah.
Dad? Not Islamabad.
No, Ubadabad.
No.
No, it's Ubadabad. That's where he was killed.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, go, Will. Yeah, the IT dude who was blogging or something.
He was tweeting,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
basically woken up at 3:30 in the morning, and heard this helicopter overhead. So basically, just tweeted, what's going on? Why is there a helicopter? And then basically, what is it?
But apparently,
and then he went. Then he said another one. Oh, here we go. It doesn't say it in here. Then he said, "Oh, there's an explosion. I hope nobody got hurt." And then he said something else, and there's all these soldiers. And then basically 8 hours and 35 tweets later, he officially said that Osama bin Laden. So I knew I'd do it. So yeah, it's just amazing how he unwittingly became a live outlet.
yeah, that's
event.
right. And apparently, like obviously, the news. Apparently, there was problem. Twitter had a few little spikes and a few little hiccups as the news travelled around the world. But yeah. But anyway, next phase. Anything else before we head off on this Brighton?
Okay, last quick one. It's a long story, but I'll make it quick. The guys that I don't know if you're familiar with iPhone or iPad games, you'll be familiar with this. The guys that invented flight control and another game I can't come to, some racing game called a mob called Firemint, Australian company, was bought by EA Sports, big American company. And they're speculating. It hasn't been released because it's a private deal what they paid for it, but it's been speculated that they got paid between 20 and 40 million bucks to buy the company, and they've made 3 games since their inception for the iPhone and iPad.
Yeah, right.
But all of those games have sold like hotcakes at the App Store.
Yeah,
so they're making money. They're making lots of money. Flight Control alone in January last year, so that's 2010, sold 2 million copies at $1.19 each.
Jeez, that's all you got to do, eh? If anyone's got an iPhone, an iPad, iPhone app game idea, how about you get in contact with us and we'll build it? If you can't build it yourself,
we'll give you Jack.
Yeah, why not?
Give you Jack.
We'll give you. We'll give you
They've got 60 employees.
Yeah, right.
These guys, and they've got sales of $10 million in a year.
Wow.
So their profits are probably going to be 3 million, 4 million, because their salaries are pretty high. You're paying on average 150,000 a head at 60 people. So they're getting about 3 million a year, and they got paid they have a multiple of 8, which is standard for a private company, is 24 million.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's at the low multiple, and the highest of 15, and you got 45 million. So there you go.
That's not too bad.
Good for them. Good on you, Melbourne company.
Yeah,
well done.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. Well, that's just about it for us. Unless, Will, you got anything else before we go?
I was just going to say, pity that we didn't have the show yesterday or today, because if it was yesterday, I could, of course, say, May the 4th be with you. Unless, of course, it's tomorrow, then I could say, oh, daggone it, I knew I'd do that.
Wasn't yesterday Star Wars Day?
Yeah, May the 4th.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
And they had one for
Who made up that day? Who made up that day?
Someone with a
Lucasfilm?
Oh, no doubt.
Someone with a list.
The website goes down every year.
Oh, jeez.
And I wrote something about May the Sith be with you, which is obviously is it that the actual number 2 movie?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I just rather go to the dark side, I think.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't do Star Wars too much.
Right.
Yeah.
Prequels after sequels and.
Yeah. Just
Anyway.
me, Darth Vader.
Anyway, I hope the 4th was with you yesterday, and I hope the 6th will be with you tomorrow, and the 7th, and the 8th, and the 9th, and the 10th. All right.
That's right.
All right. Well, that's it, boys. That's another show gone. Another one down as we pumple towards 250 episodes. All right. When's that going to be? That's going to be another 13 weeks. So around about
13.
around about September, maybe.
Oh, I won't be here July 1, the week of July 1.
Oh,
Starting
rightio.
July 1.
All right,
Just
well,
letting you know.
we'll cross you off.
It'll be around August. It'll either be, I think, the last week in July or the first week in August.
And
Right.
I saw on.
Oh, is it that soon? Is it that soon?
Can I
on,
also?
what-
Sorry, I was just
Go
going to say.
on.
Can I also just give my congratulations to Leo and his Twit network for 6 years
Yes,
on,
well done.
on podcasting. So good work, Leo.
I can't wait till he gets into his new studios.
Yeah, they're going to be good.
They're going to be brilliant.
It's all going to be like decked out, so it's not like a house. It's just going to be a proper studio, I guess. Like we'll
Yeah, I think he wants to still make it personal, though. Yeah.
right. Yeah. Nice work. So yeah, good stuff. We three are working on some new things for the show and so forth, which will come out soon, I guess. I'm really pushing one little project which I won't tell you about yet until it's done, just in case I can't do it. But but it'll happen. It'll be soon. All right. So until next week, loungers, podcasters, Will and Eric. We'll see you later. Ta-ta for now.
See you later, guys. Oops.
Alrighty.
Now, let me think. Let's just work this out. 13 episodes to go. What episode are you up to now? 236? That's 14 weeks away, right?
237.
237, so 13 weeks away. You got 3 weeks left in May. You got 4 weeks in June. That's 7. You got 4 weeks in July. That's I think Will was right. First or second week of August. That sounds about right, does it, Will?
I think that's what I said. I can't remember now.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Oh, yeah, that's all
But
right.
I'm just trying to work out whether I'll be around for that or not. That's all.
What's 4 times 52?
208.
And
208.
No.
8. What's 5 times 52?
260.
200.
So 200.
Yeah.
That'd be about
260.
right. Yeah, that's about right. So that'd be about September. So that'll be our 4 years. How does Leo do
Right.
6 years and he's done 300 episodes? That doesn't
Yeah.
work out.
50 episodes
Yeah.
a year. No, he's in
Yeah.
his 6th year. He's just
Oh,
past
okay.
5.
Oh, okay,
So
right.
he's in his 6th year.
Right.
Is that right?
No. They've just
He
completed
started
their
in
6.
2005. He started in April 2005. So
Because
2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, he's 6 years.
Okay. Well, what? Hang on. Let me have a look then. Let me do this.
What episode is he up to on Twit?
Yeah, that's what I.
Was that was his first show?
Because I thought it was out. I just couldn't work. This is only quickly when I just quickly looked at it earlier today. But I just thought he was out a little bit.
Like 3 weeks ago, didn't they got all the cast back and they celebrated their 6th anniversary? So yeah, that'd be
that's
right.
right.
But that
Yeah,
would have
that
been
sounds right.
episode. That was episode 297.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't have one in the beginning. Maybe they didn't have one weekly back then.
They missed a few because, well, I mean, video wasn't until 120 or something, but they missed, they missed a few shows here and there where Leo, was pre-booked with his radio show and whatever.
Oh, right.
I think they missed some shows. I think initially it was fortnightly, then monthly, then they decided to go weekly. I think it was just a bit of palaver in the beginning. But they have definitely the whole operation has been going for 6 years.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
The actual company was born 6 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah,
Have you
like
seen
Yeah,
the
sorry.
weekly daily Gizwiz?
no.
The weekly, they've changed it to weekly daily Gizwiz.
Oh,
Because they used to do 5-minute grabs of 5-minute shows, or is that right, Will? 5 or 10 minutes per show. So they go
Well-
for an hour. So now they just go for half an hour for the whole show.
Well, no, the problem is they're pushing 20, 25 minutes a show, and they're doing 5 shows, so they're doing a lot of work. Now they just do a one-hour show, and they basically still keep the 5 days, but make them into segments. So if you want to, you can still listen to one at a time.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, that's a bit more efficient because Leo was running out of bloody time. Guy's got to
Well,
sleep.
the editing was the problem too. There was a lot of
Yeah.
editing to do. So,
Yeah,
and once they
that's
get
true.
a new studio, they're bringing Byte back, so that'll be good. Byte magazine's coming back, so that's pretty cool.
and the stream was okay tonight, I hear.
Apparently. Now, Clintster has just said show 300 is on the 8th of the 9th, 2011.
Wow.
Too bad it wasn't last year because it'll be 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, Glenn. Why didn't you start a year earlier?
Yeah, Glenn, you idiot.
No, that won't be. No, we won't be 300 by then.
Well, that's what he's saying.
No, not us.
No.
No. Well, Leo's
So
up.
you're talking about Twit.
No, Leo's at 300.
Oh, let's talk about Leo. Oh, mate.
Eight-
Clinster,
Yeah.
be specific. I thought you were talking about Glenn.
No,
Well,
but Leo's at
250.
300. So that's not. What are you talking about, Clinster? We're going to be. Well, we started in September, so you got September's right for us, and we started in 06.
This show, he says.
Yeah, but if we're up to 237, we're not going to do.
We're not going to do 50, 63 shows between now and September.
You.
We can.
No, it's just
We can do a daily, weekly Aussie Tech Hits.
That's right. We can do a weekly, daily.
That's right. And by the way, does anyone want to do a podcast? And if you do, 250. Yep, cool.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Lovely. So when's yeah. So what do you celebrate? Do you celebrate your 50s and 100s, or do you celebrate your actual anniversaries?
You know, I've got this one figured. What we've got to do is turn up at 6:30, do a show, and finish at 7:30. Then we can celebrate.
Well, that's what we could. I've been drinking. Oh, thinking. Yeah, all you got to do, all you want to do is just get it done, and yeah, we'll talk. I don't want to be involved. I just want to.
Get her on.
I don't want to talk on it. I just want to listen to it.
Produce it.
Yeah, we
Produce
get a
it.
hand with, setups, and
That's
we can
right.
help you get into it. And we can possibly, even do a handful of appearances. But basically, yeah, we want independent shows. I mean,
Why don't you get
ultimately-
Mark back for the 250?
I could ask him.
Maybe we'll do it on a different night
Yeah.
to get him back.
Yeah,
Get
I
him
can
back.
ask him. Yeah. He
And what
do
about
that.
Reg? You want to get Reg back for 250 so he can give us a bit of curmudgeon?
Oh, Reg left us. Reg left me.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he say, bugger yous, I've had enough?
Pretty
Is that what he
much. Pretty much. But
I
shit
think
happens.
I might have an issue that week. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to be at a wedding,
Oh.
but I'll have to double check that.
Whose wedding, mate? Yours?
My soon-to-be brother-in-law's.
Oh, you can miss that. Don't worry about it.
You got to get your priorities straight.
Yeah, I know. That's what I keep telling them, but they won't listen to me.
What are you going to do? You're just going to drink and abuse everyone you don't like.
Well, yeah, but I was thinking about drinking and abusing people I don't like on live stream.
Okay, well, that's right. As long as you got a microphone with you, go nuts.
I'll stream it. I'll Skype in on my phone, wear the headset, and walk around all night.
Yeah, that's right. And no, you got to record the bit when the priest says, "Does anyone here, speak now, forever hold your peace?" And then you get up and record. Yeah, she's a cow.
No, she's all right. Tim's the problem.
All right, he's a dick. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Or
I'm
else.
better. What was that? A whale sound. When you were a bird, it sounds like. Good Lord.
Is that my walking with?
Is that someone? This is a sound. Oh, by the way, Will, you get ready for your show.
I'm trying, but I'm making it easy.
All right. Well, don't listen. Eric, did you give out the details on Mick Mike's, or was it Glenn? Mike's. Hang on. First of all, Milo, music, careful. What type? That's all I can say about that. Obviously, you can't do Susan Boyle. But then again, who'd want to?
Nobody.
And Eric, did you give out there's one there for you, Eric?
Yeah, I just put it in. I just told him that I've got a Blue Yeti mic and I use a Xenix 502 mixer.
this one. That
A
sounds
bit
all right.
country, mate.
Oh, look, it's only 7 seconds. That's where Will went. Will went to the country. And podcasters, well, you won't know the difference. You won't know what you're looking for. Hang on. Now I've got to do this, and I've got to do this, and I've got to do this,
Why?
Well, you won't know the difference.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Three.
Now, just
I don't know